4-1 on the 1 West Coast Kid, 4-5 on the 3 Ashes to Ashes, 3-2 on the 4 Coast to Coast Shark, 4-1 on the 5 Western Delight, scratched down to a field of 4 in the PEI Energy Systems pace, and those starters are lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Up to Vance Cameron for the call.
A foursome in the 7th. West Coast Kid, Ashes to Ashes, Coast to Coast Shark, Western Delight, top of the stretch. 7th race, ready for a start. Often pacing Coast to Coast Shark with the first call. Ashes to Ashes between horses at the rail. West Coast Kid stacking them up 3 wide here going to the 8th. To get away 4th, that is Western Delight. They're quarter pole bound and Ashes to Ashes and Burial take over the lead. West Coast Kid left hard and got rewarded with the 2-hole ride, dropping in 3rd. That's Coast to Coast Shark, and trailing the field 4th. There's a Western Delight by the opening quarter, 28 seconds flat. Ashes to Ashes, the leader at 3-8. West Coast Kid tracks along in the 2-hole. Coast to Coast Shark, he comes out of the turn 3rd, trailing 4th. That is Western Delight, a solid pace arriving at the opening half mile. Ashes to Ashes, halfway home. 2nd West Coast Kid, Coast to Coast Shark 3rd. There goes Western Delight to the outside from 4th, 56 and 4 for a half a mile. Down to 3/8 to go, and Ashes to Ashes leads. They're going to 3/4 next. West Coast Kid is 2nd. Western Delight is picked up 3rd on the outside. Now the trailer, that is Coast to Coast Shark. They're over to 3/4. All 4 still in it, and it's getting late. On the lead, Ashes to Ashes. Western Delight now matching strides. Racing 3rd is West Coast Kid, Coast to Coast Shark 4th, 1:26 and 2 3/4. They're homeward bound. What a show the 4 of them put on here on this Tuesday night. Western Delight, West Coast Kid on the inside. Western Delight will get there for Ryan DeRoche. West Coast Kid 2nd. 3rd, that'll go to Coast Shark, 1:55.3.
Well, for a field of 4, they did some racing in here, Ken. PEI Energy Systems pace. We're getting a look at the Universum Media slow-mo stretch drive, and what a stretch drive was Burial put up the early numbers, but DeRoche and McPherson, they're going to duke it out in the lane.
Yeah, Ashes to Ashes dictates his terms here at 28.56.4, 1:26 and 2 up the rail after a 2-hole ride. West Coast Kid, and it's Western Delight, the 13-year-old with a powerhouse first over. Uncovered bid here with Ryan DeRoche for trainer Luke Burke. Win number 5 on the season, 1:55 and 3. Game effort from Western Delight over West Coast Kid, Coast to Coast Shark. Great race here in race 7. It'll be Western Delight and Ryan DeRoche next in the Crown Rust Proofing Winner's Circle.
Trainer Luke Burke has done a tremendous job with this veteran horse since joining the Burke stable. Western Delight going to the 7th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Gelding, the 13-year-old son of Bender's Delight, is from the Art Escape Dam Dreamy Lover, owned by Colin Murphy of Albany and Luke Burke of Donaldson. Luke does the training, bred by SG and J.K. Blair of New Zealand. Ryan DeRoche will guide him to victory in 155 and 3. Western Delight in the 7th, down in the winner's circle, the PEI Energy Systems Cooler presentation.